Okay, be honest. Are you actually lazy or is your brain secretly sabotaging your biggest goals? If you're sitting there right now with massive, world changing ambitions, but you find yourself glued to the couch with literally zero drive to actually get up, well, your biology is playing a massive trick on you. Let's dive into this. Seriously, do you constantly tell yourself, oh, I'll definitely do it tomorrow, only to wake up and realize that tomorrow magically never comes? It's a brutal cycle, right? You've got these huge dreams, but absolutely zero energy to actually make them happen. And the worst part? That heavy, sinking guilt that sets in when you realize you've completely wasted another entire day. It just feels incredibly hard to even start. Look, on one side, we have the dream. You want to write a book, get incredibly fit, or learn some complex new skill. And on the other side, we have the reality. You end up doom scrolling on TikTok for 3 hours or falling into a massive Netflix binge. It's so frustrating, and it really makes you wonder, why does this keep happening? Well, that brings us to section 1, your brain's secret sabotage and why laziness is actually a complete myth. So we need to completely shift how we view ourselves here. Listen closely. Laziness is not a permanent personality trait tattooed on your forehead. It's just a temporary habit of pain avoidance. Think about how often you've been stuck just because a goal felt totally impossible. When the idea of saving money means cutting back on absolutely everything, or getting healthier means the exhausting thought of running every single day, your brain literally panics. It looks at all that massive effort, says, yeah, no thanks, let's do something easier, and it completely opts out. So the absolutely crucial point here is this. Your brain is wired to avoid pain and seek comfort. It's not that you don't care about your goals or your future. It's actually an evolutionary survival glitch. See, our brains evolved over thousands of years to conserve energy just to survive really harsh conditions. So today, when faced with a complex modern task, your brain hits the panic button. It's a survival machine, and it is seeking the absolute easiest possible path. But hey, the good news is you can absolutely outsmart your own primal software. To do that, we're going to focus on 3 things. 1, make it small. 2, create easy routines. And 3, use the 2-minute rule. This is literally the ultimate psychological cheat code designed to hack your brain and stop laziness dead in its tracks. All right, let's jump into hack number 1, make it small, or shrinking the mountain. This whole concept is all about removing the mental friction that stops you from starting. Big, massive tasks are scary, period. When a task feels huge, it triggers that primal pain avoidance response in your brain that we were just talking about. So we've got to bypass that fear. Thinking you need to write a 200-page book or learn an entire song on the guitar in one day, that is totally overwhelming. Your brain physically rejects it. But what if we make it effortless? Tell yourself you just need to write one single sentence today. Or if you want to play guitar, just practice one single chord. We are taking massive goals and breaking them down into incredibly tiny, unintimidating daily actions. You have to focus on progress, not perfection. Think of it exactly like climbing a mountain. You don't just jump from the base directly to the top in one go, right? You take one single small step at a time. And here's the really cool psychology behind why this works. Taking that one tiny step releases a small hit of dopamine in your brain, and that actually creates the energy you need for the second step. Those small efforts and small wins, they really add up. Moving right along to hack number 2, create easy routines, which is all about bypassing your willpower. Here's the absolute truth. You cannot rely on willpower alone. You just can't. Willpower is a limited resource, and it definitely runs out. In fact, decision fatigue physically drains your brain by the mid-afternoon. But routines make your actions completely automatic. Try putting your workout shoes right next to your bed so it's super easy to get started when you wake up. Or drink a glass of water the absolute second you open your eyes. Write a quick to-do list every single morning. Think of these routines like automated training wheels. They provide the structure you need without draining your brain's battery, making things incredibly easy until the whole habit just feels completely natural to you. Now for hack number 3, the 2-minute rule. This is where we trick yourself into starting. Honestly, this might be the most powerful hack we cover in this explainer. Why? Because the absolute hardest part of any task isn't actually doing the work. It's just initiating it. 2 minutes. Just 120 seconds. Here is the rule. You promise yourself you will work on something for just 2 minutes, and that is it. Want to read a book? Just read one page. Need to clean your messy room? Start with just one tiny corner. It's exactly like pushing a heavy boulder down a hill. That very first push is incredibly hard, but after that, it basically rolls all on its own. The amazing thing here is that your brain's alarm bells literally shut off at the 120-second mark once it realizes this task isn't an actual threat to your survival. Once you start, it is so much easier to just keep going. But wait, here's the real secret to making this permanent. You have to reward your brain. After you've done your 2 minutes, celebrate in a really small way. Maybe listen to your absolute favorite song, or just take a short break. This is a brilliant psychological trick because it floods your system with dopamine. Rewards make starting feel good, which directly motivates your brain to actually want to keep doing it tomorrow. Bringing this all together into our final section, lighting the fire. Consistency over perfection. Every small action you take is like adding fuel to a spark. I really want to remind you that the highly successful people you admire, yeah, they struggled with this too. Everyone starts small. And it is completely okay to fail, because failure is not the opposite of success. It's a completely necessary part of the journey. Right now, your dreams are just a tiny spark. But every single time you read that one page or practice that one chord, you are throwing fuel onto it. Keep adding that fuel, and soon, that tiny spark will ignite into a roaring fire of massive change. You don't have to be perfect. You just have to start. Which brings us to the ultimate question. Stop waiting for the perfect moment because it doesn't exist. So, what is your 2-minute task going to be today? Or are you just going to keep scrolling?